This is a teacher Haris Bhatt and you are seeing my YouTube channel Learn Accounting with Sir Haris. So today we are going to solve a question from non-profit organization. This is a little difficult question somehow or the other only because of that reason कि इस तरह का क्वेश्चन कभी पेपर में आया नहीं, so different है. Though it is an easy question, it will not create a big problem for you. So that's not a big deal. So this question is basically belongs to October-November 2024, October-November 2024, variant 22. It's your variant, but it has come in October-November 2024, and the paper is basically regarding non-profit organization. So let's go for the question. Sports Tea is a Sports Tea is a club providing sporting facilities to its members. The club hires all sporting equipment. The club also runs a small cafe selling food and refreshment, which members and guests can use. All sales from the cafe are on a cash basis. So we are basically selling goods for cash basis actually. So receipts during the year are given, cafe sales are given, they are all cash. Member subscription, bank interest is given, and payments are given for salaries and wages. Sports coaches, admin salaries, cafe assistant wages, rent of premises is given, hiring cost, sports equipment that is given, rates and insurance is given, purchase of food and drink for resale also is given, and accountancy fee 2400 is given. Balance at 1st January, inventory of food and drinks, subscription owing from previous year, receipt and payment account 3300 debit diya hai. That is receipt and payment account debit balance means balance brought down. And balance at 31st December, inventory of food and drink, subscription received in advance and subscription outstanding is given. So my question from you is this, that we will prepare trading account of food and drink or not? This is the question. जी बताएं. Either we will prepare trading account for food and drink. So the answer is yes. Why? हमें कैसे पता चलता है? When there is opening and closing inventory is given in the question. That is given. Inventory of food and drink, inventory of closing भी given है, opening भी given है, और purchase of food and drink already given है. तो आपका trading account बनेगा in order to find inventory of food and drink trading profit. Okay. Sir, why we didn't cafe trading profit? Sir, why we are not going to prepare the PLCA? Because opening and closing trade payables are not given. So we don't need to prepare PLCA to find credit purchase. So we don't need to prepare TLCA to find credit purchase because purchases are there. So let's do the cafe trading stuff. So I will write here cafe trading account. I will start from cafe sales less cost of cafe, or you can write cost of sales, one and the same thing. Then you will write opening inventory, add purchases less closing inventory. You will not use abbreviation in the paper, otherwise you will get reduction of marks. So I will write cafe sales here with $sign. So inventory of food and drink as opening inventory is given 1290. So let me write 1290. Add purchase of food and drink is given in the question. That is 8220. That's fine. Less closing inventory of food and drinks, I'll write. That is going to be how much? 1340. So I'll write here with bracket. So what is the cost of sales? Can you please tell me the answer? Cafe sales is given in the question. That is all on cash. So cafe sales for cash or cash sales, you can write that is 27,000. So I can write here. There is no returns or things like that. So what is the cost of cafe or cost of sales? We'll subtract to find the gross profit. And then we will subtract less cafe expenses, if any are given in the question, we'll subtract that. So what is the cost of sales? That is 1290 plus 8220 minus 1340. So that is 8170. So I can write it in bracket also. If you will not use bracket, doesn't matter. But you should have an idea about that. You can use bracket for that. Okay, Shal, why you are not helping me out in the calculation? Or you have answered me? No, no answer. Okay, so let's move forward. So what is the gross profit? 18830. Okay. Now I will subtract cafe expenses from this. Let's see if there are cafe expenses given in the question or not. Cafe, which are directly related to cafe actually. Yes, there are. But there are cafe assistant wages. 14352. Right? And let's see any other thing which is given regarding cafe. The contract for hiring for sports equipment is 34,800 per annum and is paid monthly. Okay, ये तो hiring of sports equipment है. Rent of premises is paid for the period from January to 31st January 2024. That is also not regarding, so nothing has been mentioned. So I will go for the cafe assistant wages 14352. I will subtract here like this, cafe wages. So I will get the 14352. I will get the cafe trading profit. Let me write here cafe trading profit. Sir, ये तो सवाल आसान है. You were saying that it is little different. It is. I can tell you. I will explain you just now. Now I'm going to prepare the income and expenditure account. Yes, it is. It has been required in the question that you have to prepare the income and expenditure account also. So I'll go with the dollar sign first. And you know that we have the most important income for a non-profit organization is going to be the subscription and cafe profit. So cafe profit, which is given, is, oh, so we have calculated that 4478, and subscription, we are going to prepare the account for the subscription, and that is going to be the income account. So let's prepare that over here. I always used to prepare the account in the full format. Even the things regarding the format are given or not given, I prefer that I should go with the format so that I will be able to memorize the format also. It will be easy for me to memorize them because I'm following all the formats. Owing brought down will come over here. Here comes owing carried down. Why, sir? Because it's a current asset. That's why it is debited. It is also a current asset. Here comes in advance brought down. In advance brought down is a liability. And here comes in advance carried down. Here comes the bank figure. And here comes the income and expenditure account. So let's see. Owing brought down, subscription, regarding subscription is given. Subscription owing from previous year, that is 1520. That is the accrued brought down. Owing brought down, I will write here 1520. Let's see if there is owing carried down. I don't think so. Then subscription received in advance and outstanding is given 1280. Received in advance ending. This is in advance carried down. Outstanding is also ending. This is owing carried down. This is accrued carried down. This is outstanding carried down. The outstanding carried down is given. It will come over here 1280. एक बच्चे ने यह सवाल किया, बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट बात है. उसने कहा सर ऊपर तो owing लिखा हुआ है, यहाँ outstanding है. बेटा एक ही बात है। एक्रूड का मतलब होता है ओइंग, आउटस्टैंडिंग, सब एक ही नाम यूज किए जाते हैं। इन एडवांस कितनी है जी 2800, और वो एंडिंग में है। इसका मतलब है कि इन एडवांस ब्रॉड डाउन जो है वो दैट इज नॉट अवेलेबल। सो व्हाट इज द सब्सक्रिप्शन वी हैव रिसीव्ड इन द ईयर, दैट इज गिवन हियर, मेंबर सब्सक्रिप्शन 162,000। सो आई विल राइट हियर 162,000। टोटल कर दें माइनस कर दें तो आपके इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंट का आंसर आ जाएगा। और वट एवर द वी हैव टू टेक 162,000 प्लस 1280 माइनस 1520 और माइनस 2800, 158,960। आगे कहते हैं बेटा you have to subtract the expenses because this is the income which is supposed to be written in the income and expenditure account 158,960। टोटल इसका कर लें काइंडली जरा बताइएगा। 158,960 प्लस 4478। Oh, there is another income. Sorry, one more income is there, and that is going to be our bank interest, 720. You have to add that bank interest also. That is also considered to be as an income. So I'll write here bank interest 720. Now you can tell me the total of the income 164,158. अच्छा, एक बच्चे ने यहाँ सवाल किया, वो भी समझाता हूँ। 64,158. One of the student has asked me, sir, don't you think that, sir, don't you think that receipt and payment account will also come here? It is written receipt and payment account. Beta, receipt and payment account is basically cash book. It's a cash account. It shows that we have a debit balance of cash at the start of the year 3,300. That's it. It has nothing to do with the income and expenditure or subscription account. So that is meaningless. Next, now the expenses are going to be accountancy fee 2,400. I'll write here. Then here comes the rates and insurance 3,200. Yeah, there is no adjustment about rates and insurance. That's why I'm writing it earlier, so that you may not find it difficult. 3,200. Okay. Next is the hiring cost and rent also. Let's talk about that. So rent of premises is 16250, and the question is said that rent of premises is paid for the period from January to 31st January. Yani this becomes 13 months. So we have paid the rent for 13 months. How come, sir? बेटा जनवरी से खत्म होता है 12 महीने 31 दिसंबर को। इट मीन्स कि आपने अगले साल का भी एक महीने का रेंट क्या कर दिया बेटा, प्रीपेड कर दिया। सो दिस रेंट विच इज गिवन हियर, रेंट विद द नेम रेंट ऑफ प्रीमिसेस 16250 डिवाइडेड कर देंगे इसको किससे, 13 से। यू विल गेट द रेंट ऑफ 1 मंथ विच इज बेसिकली प्रीपेड। तो आपको माइनस करना पड़ेगा। I will calculate it 16250 divided by 13, 1250. So 1250 is going to be the, what is 164,158? Okay. So 1250. So what I will do, rent is 16250 minus 1250. That is prepaid. So it will come 15,000. That is the rent expense. ओके, क्योंकि 1 महीने का जो रेंट पे किया था आपने 13 महीने का पे कर दिया है। जो 1 मंथ का रेंट है 1250 वो प्रीपेड है। फिर हायरिंग कॉस्ट है बेटा स्पोर्ट्स इक्विपमेंट की 31,900 की। और वो कहते हैं जी कि हायरिंग कॉस्ट में कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फॉर हायरिंग स्पोर्ट्स इक्विपमेंट इज 34,800 पर एनम एंड इज पेड मंथली। तो आपने यहाँ पर जो हायरिंग कॉस्ट है वो 34,800 ही लिखनी है जी। कैसे सर, देखें, क्योंकि जो एनुअल है ना, पर एनम हायरिंग इक्विपमेंट कॉस्ट इज 34,800, दैट्स इट, एंड वी आर पेइंग इट मंथली, बट हियर वी हैव पेड हाउ मच, 31,900, इट मीन दैट इज accrued. Whatever accrued is supposed to be added, but he has given us the amount after addition. 31,000 पे कर दिया मैं, बाकी पे करना है जो 34,800 में से अभी तक पे नहीं किया हुआ, 2900 या जो भी बनेगा, 2800, 2900 के करीब बनेगा मेरा ख्याल है। ठीक है, तो वो आप ऐड कर देंगे इसमें, लेकिन आपने वहां पे एक्सपेंस फॉर द ईयर लिखना होता है, चार्ज फॉर द ईयर लिखना होता है, वो 34,800 ही लिखा जाएगा। ये नया पॉइंट है, वुलन में इस तरह नहीं आता ज्यादा, इसे दे दिया, क्या करें। तो यू आर सपोज टू राइट द एनुअल फिगर, सो दिस इज द एनुअल फिगर 34,800. Next is sports coaches salaries and wages 58,220 and admin salaries. Yeah, yes. So salaries of sports coaches, sorry for the trouble, is 58,220 and admin salaries is 31,720. So you can write here sports coaches salaries is 58,220 and for admin that is going to be how much? 31,720. Can you go for the total expenses for me? I will go for the total expenses and that will be subtracted to find the profit for the, sorry, surplus. And there can be deficit also, obviously. If income is more than expenses, we have a surplus. If expense is more than income, we are going to have a deficit. Can you calculate? What is the total expenses? So the total of the expenses is going to be 145,340. Okay. And the profit surplus, it comes 145,340. And the surplus is going to be how much? Because 164 income is more than expenses. 18818. Okay. So we have a surplus of 18818. This is how we are done with this particular question. GG. Thank you. देखते हैं आगे anything else which is asked in the question. Cafe income statement we have prepared. Subscription account we are already done with that. But you have to write the broad down also, otherwise you will deduct the marks. Income and expenditure account we are done with that. So 20 marks are already done. Right? So thank you very much. Tomorrow we will solve a question from company accounts. So I want you to do questions from the company accounts. We will be able to solve that. Right? So, okay, thank you very much.